Sam's been a brilliant season so far. Obviously, you've capitalised on the misfortune injury to Jack Kennedy.
Yeah, look, unfortunately Jack got hurt, and look, not the way you'd want it to happen, but I've had a great season so far. Yeah,
5 Grade 1s on the board so far.
yeah, it's a great bunch of horses here. I've been lucky to ride in all them big races this year so far, and brilliant to ride a few Grade 1 winners. Yeah.
And you'd only ridden 1 Grade 1 winner over jumps. In your short career before this season, of course, that was Stellar Story at last season's Cheltenham Festival.
Yeah, no, that was brilliant to get my first one, and yeah, I suppose to get five so quickly in a row, you wouldn't expect it. It's only something you could dream of, really.
Brilliant Christmas at Leopardstown. Romeo Coolio, he was very impressive winning that Grade 1, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. It was a true run race. Travelled and jumped so well, and he's one I'd be really looking forward to.
And it was a tactical affair to Railbon, because walking away that day, everybody was very disappointed in Romeo Coolio's performance and only a second run over hurdles.
Yeah, look, the race just didn't work out, and I thought between the last two I was going to win my race, and I suppose that time of year on good ground, just with a few flat horses in the race, it was maybe around to suit them more than a good horse like Romeo.
And obviously it was a true run race at Leopardstown over Christmas when he won that Grade 1 novice.
It was, yeah. I was left in front after Patrick's horse made a mistake at the second. But look, he did it on his own terms, went a good gallop and quickened the whole way to the line.
Jumps really well. He seems to have a high cruising speed as well.
He does. I think that's a big key to him. His jumping is very good. I'd say he'll be brilliant over a fence as well. And as you say, just such a high cruising speed, a big stride.
Croke Park, you've won 2 Grade 1s in him. The Grade 1 Drinmore at Fairy House, followed on with the Grade 1 Racing Post at Leopardstown over Christmas.
Yeah, look, he's been brilliant. I suppose he really took a step forward this year since he went chasing. That day in Fairy House, he took me everywhere, jumped everywhere, and he battled it out, so he did, yeah.
And DRF, I thought at the last you might have had the measure of Ballyburn. You gave him a fair fright.
I did, yeah. I thought landing the back of the last, I had a fair chance of beating him. But I think he proved himself that he's a very good horse, to run such a good race.
Did you actually head him that day?
I'd say I landed at the back of the last in front, yeah.
And obviously, Brighter Days Ahead, where we started her, she was exceptional.
Very good, yeah. I was lucky enough to get to ride her in Don Royal earlier in the season too, but she was outstanding, really, what she did at Christmas.
Now obviously tactics worked a treat. You had them spot on. King of Kingsfield making the running at Leopardstown in the Grade 1 Christmas hurdle. From a jockey's perspective, what sort of feel does she give you?
It's again, she's a massive high cruising speed. I'm sure a lot of people thought we were going fairly quick that day, but to me, on her back, I felt always happy. I was always travelling, always comfortable, and the way she can stay going off that gallop and quicken again, it's very, very rare.
Everybody, I think, only yourself, thought you were actually going too quick that day.
Yeah, well, that's it. Eddie and things said it to me when we came back in, but look, she's just very, very good, and I think when you're on her back, I think you don't realise it till you're on her back.
She's very uncomplicated.
She is, like, as I say, she was obviously a bit better with lead in Leopardstown than the Morgiana, but she does everything well, and she's very tough too.
And that is the key. I know you didn't ride her in the Morgiana. Jack rode her in the Morgiana. He'd do the hard work himself. He bounced out to make it, and you could see she was going around, she was pricking her ears, she was switching leads, she wasn't concentrating, she was idling, wasn't she, in front?
Exactly, yeah, as you say, just not concentrating, but still to grind it out that day, that I think just shows us that she's a very good mare.
And the Yellow Clay, he's a really improving individual, isn't he?
Yeah, you'd have to like everything about him, he's went from strength to strength, I suppose, from his bumpers, and he's still improving. And you'd have to love what he's done so far over hurdles.
Unbeaten in 4 starts over hurdles. I know the ground was obviously a concern going to Naas for the Grade 1 Lawlers of Naas Hotel that he won the last day in very impressive fashion.
Yeah, look, he would want it nicer, no doubt. But I suppose a good horse like him, they seem to get away with it.
He's improving at racing, isn't he?
He is, like, even the time before that, I rode him in Navan. wasn't a true run race, and I thought nearly the second horse got away on us, but I think he's a proper horse. You know, he got me out of trouble that day.
It's been a fantastic season so far. Obviously very hard on Jack. You've capitalised on it. Yourself and Jack, you're very, very close friends.
Yeah, when he'll be back now, we do sharing lifts most days and things to work, and we've great crack between us and all the lads here, Jordan, Danny, Jake, you know, so there's a great sense of camaraderie around the yard.
And that's quite key when you come into Cullen-Try, isn't it? The camaraderie, not just with the jockeys, but all the team that are here.
Yeah, like it's a massive team effort here. You know, everyone gets on, and you know, it's a great place to work, really.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.